Hey guys, my name is Teresa K. Cole, and it's been a minute since I've been on here, so I wanted to hop on here and share a quick tip with all the current contestants competing, and of course for any potential contestants thinking about competing in next year's pageant season. So my tip for today is, I really feel confident in saying that a majority of the young women we see entering our big three pageants, which are Miss World, Miss Universe, and Miss Teen, are coming into these pageants with little to no pageant experience. And not only are they coming in with little to no pageant experience, but they're also coming in with little to no pageant knowledge. So my tip for all the contestants out there is to do your research. Do your research, ladies. I cannot stress how important it is to actually know about the pageant industry, to know about your specific pageant system, as well as to know the key players within your system. Ladies, you have so much resources at your fingertips, way more than past contestants ever did. And so it's so important that you take the time to do your research. And one of the places that you can get a lot of valuable information is from my blog, Stance on Pageantry. That's right, ladies. This is not just an Instagram account. It is actually a blog. So if you head over to the link in my bio, it will take you to my blog page where I have written tons of articles with advice and tips on how to be successful in pageantry. And the best part about Stance on Pageantry is that it is specifically geared towards pageant competitions in the Cayman Islands. Ladies, you are not going to find that anywhere else. There's nowhere else that has specific pageant information for pageantry in the Cayman Islands. So I encourage you to head over to the link in my bio and check out all my blog posts there. Now, outside of that, if you really do need to educate yourself on the pageant industry as a whole. And so I would say head over to pageantplanet.com, where they have a plethora of articles giving out advice and tips and just really helping you to navigate the pageant industry, which is so important when you are competing for a title. And lastly, I really think it's important for you to know the key players within your industry. Okay, ladies, the Cayman Islands is a small country and the pageant community is even smaller. The pageant community here in Cayman is even smaller. So it really is no excuse for you not to know the key players. And when I say key players, what I mean is that regardless of what competition you're competing in, whether it's Miss Teen, Miss World, or Miss Universe, you should know who the chairperson is for Miss Teen, for Miss World, and Miss Universe, because they're at the top of the pyramid in the industry. These are women that you need to know if you want to become part of this pageant community. Another set of people that you should know are pageant coaches. And I can tell you that we don't have a lot of pageant coaches here on island. So even just finding people who have coached in the past. I know that there's some people out there who don't necessarily consider themselves pageant coaches, but they have coached in the past. So it's important that you know those people, because those people are going to be helpful to you in your pageant competition, especially if you can get some pageant coaching lessons from them. Now, one way that you can find out about pageant coaches is by asking past contestants. Past contestants have an invaluable amount of information that they can share with you that will help you to compete at a higher level. Okay, because they have already been there and they know what you're going through and they know what it's like, and they can share that information, and that will then help you to better navigate this pageant industry. So I would encourage you to reach out to past contestants, because they can put you on to maybe their pageant coach, or maybe they know a contestant who worked with a pageant coach that they can put you on to. They can share information, and they may even be able to point you in the right direction of finding a sponsor. So ladies, don't be afraid to reach out to these past pageant contestants. Another group of people that you should really know are past title holders. Yes, ladies. I mean, everybody knows who the reigning title holder, or at least I hope you all know who the reigning title holder is of your pageant. You know, we have Jada Bodden, who is Miss Teen Cayman Islands. We have Mariah Tibbetts, who's Miss Universe. And we have Rashana Hayes, who was recently crowned Miss World Cayman Islands. So these are the reigning queens. But going beyond that, who are the past immediate 5 title holders before them? So, you know, if you're looking at Miss Teen, who is that? That's Ashley Gooden, Leticia Bush. We're talking about Kevianne Pierre, Liana DaCosta, and on and on and on. Same thing with Miss Universe. You know, Khadijah Bodden, Caitlin Tyson, Anika Conley, Monique Brooks. Miss World is super easy because they haven't been around for a long time. You know, it's JC Patrick, Kelsey Whitman Bodden, and Kristen Amaya. So it's really important that you know these key players. Now let me give you 2 examples as to why it's important to know pageant coaches and past pageant title holders. Let's say you're at rehearsals, or maybe you're even at an event, and somebody walks in and you have no idea who this person is. They've not been introduced to you, they haven't introduced themselves to you, and you know, maybe they're just walking around and observing, maybe they're talking to a few people, but you have no idea who that is. But let's say that person is a pageant coach, ladies, and if you have no idea who that person is, then you have just missed out on a prime chance to leverage that opportunity to potentially get pageant coaching lessons, or even just to ask for advice and tips from that pageant coach. Ladies, that is a missed opportunity that you cannot afford to have happen. Pageant coaches are an essential part of pageant preparation. At least I like to think so. And I really feel like if you are missing out on these opportunities, it's not good, because that's an opportunity that you could have had to place yourself leaps and bounds ahead of the other contestants. Because believe it or not, there are, you know, maybe a handful of contestants in your competition right now who may have already competed in a pageant, or may even have a coach. So they're coming into this pageant competition. Sorry about that, ladies, my camera died. So yes, like I was saying, that there are probably a handful of contestants right now in your pageant who have, 1, competed in a pageant before, or 2, have a pageant coach who's there to guide them. So they're already coming in at an advantage, and you know, you want to be at that same advantage. So it's really, really important that you know these key players. I can't stress that enough. So yeah, and let's say a past title holder walks into your pageant rehearsal, or maybe she comes to an event or something, and how impressive would it be if you recognized her and were able to walk up to her and say, and introduce yourself and say, "Hi, my name is Teresa Cole. You're Miss Cayman Islands Universe 2015, so and so. It's a pleasure to meet you." Now, right there, what you've done is you've shown that 1, you're confident, and 2, you know the key players in your industry, and 3, you've just made that past title holder feel important. Because they're thinking that, oh, you know, I was a title holder years ago, these girls may not even know who I am, and in comes this wonderful person coming up to me and is like, knows who I am. That's gonna make her feel really good. It's gonna make her feel important, and that's a great feeling to give someone. And so here's where it really comes into play. Come a little closer, ladies. Let me tell you where this really comes into play. Sometimes pageant committees love to ask pageant coaches and past title holders and even past contestants to be judges in your pageant. So if that past title holder is a judge and you just waltzed up to her and introduced yourself and made her feel important, hello, you have impressed her. Now she's going to remember you. She's going to associate you with a pleasant feeling, which means when you step into that interview room, she's already rooting for you. And ladies, that is how you think strategically about pageantry. So let's recap. My number 1 tip for you ladies is to do your research. Know the pageant industry, know the system you're competing in, and know the key players in your industry. If you can do all of that, then you'll be well on your way to setting yourself up for success in the pageant. I want to wish you guys all the best of luck. If you enjoyed this tip, please comment down below and let me know. If you have questions, feel free to DM me. Please guys, check out the blog, and I hope you enjoy it. Thanks so much, and until next time, bye.